The reaction seems to be pretty positive from everyone. Like, it's nice to be able to be a voice for people that don't have the most nuclear family, I guess. So, I don't know. It's hard to say anything really negative about it. I just think it's something that most people really haven't seen before, and I guess the reaction to the spoiler for that episode was a lot of people, I guess, judging my father just based on his looks, and that kind of parlayed into just the entire Sikh community, and I just didn't really want the intolerant bug to be out there. Even like some of my best friends aren't really familiar with my story or like my mother's passing or my relationship with my father, so for that to all kind of play out on national television is kind of weird, but yeah, I definitely opened up a lot more than I expected to. My last interaction with my father, I was moving from Colorado to California, and I think on my way out, I helped him build like a retaining wall for one of his friends or something like that. So we spent like 2 or 3 days together of just like building stuff, which was fun. But once I moved to California, we just didn't really keep in touch. I think when I left for the show, I packed a duffel bag for like 5 days, and then fast forward 7 weeks later, here I am introducing Rachel to my family in Aspen. I mean, I didn't really expect that at all, but again, it was a good experience. I mean, there was some consideration of like involving my friends in the hometown date instead of my family, but at the end of the day, I just think that for Rachel's sake, I think it was important for her to meet my family. Mm-hmm. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, as raw as that was, like, it's just reality, so there's no point in hiding any of it, you know? My only drawback from that hometown date is the date was more centric around my father and me and less about my family and Rachel. So I kind of feel bad for taking away that from her, but yeah, it definitely escalated much quicker than I expected it to. I wasn't surprised by any of his reactions, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's just something that we've never really talked about. You go through, you know, 11 years after your mother or your wife passes away, and you don't really talk about your feelings. So it was like I don't know. It was what I expected.
What did you think of his conversation with Rachel?
And that's very within character of my father to I guess have that type of conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand, like, he obviously is grieving in his own way. He lost the love of his life. Again, I just think I think as a family we handled it pretty poorly, and we just haven't really recovered fully from it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, watching it played back and watching his conversation with Rachel, I don't know, you know, I wasn't surprised.
Were you surprised that everyone actually did agree to?
Very surprised. And my sister wasn't very supportive of the decision. She's like, I don't think you should do it. And then the next day I left for filming, so then to see her obviously at the hometown was kind of surprising. I jokingly would text my brothers every once in a while and be like, you guys are the reason I got dumped. My father has texted me maybe once since then, but we haven't really had much of a correspondence since then. I'll always love my father for the man that he is. I think I just have to be accepting that we're not really set to have a relationship at this point. I think I personally have a lot of maturing and growing up to do, and maybe once that happens, I'll be in a better spot to have a relationship with him, but it's not today. So.